Yo, Prince one of them ones, I'm in the mix. Talking hoops, dropping gems, let's fix. Women's ball, we elevate, bring it to the mainstream. Key coming with facts, we a dream team. Break down plays, ain't no cliches. From the court to the screen, every detail displayed. Got the WNBA shining bright. Click the like button if you feeling it right. Excuse the takeover, taking charge. Women's game front and center, living large. Hit that subscribe, stay tuned to the ride. We bringing the heat, never gonna hide. From sky hooks to swishes, we capture the wishes of ballers making waves in the biggest of dishes. Prince one and Key got the knowledge artillery, dropping truth bombs effectively, brilliantly. Excuse the takeover, taking charge. Women's game front and center, living large. Hit that subscribe, stay tuned to the ride. We bringing the heat, never gonna hide. Analyzing chat, every stat interact, breaking barriers. No cap, that's a fact. Leave a comment below, watch the growth unfold. Together we gon' make this story be told.
I'm muted. Welcome back to Excuse the Takeover. What's going on, everybody? Obviously, make sure you hit the like button, comment, subscribe, and hit the all notification button on both pages. So you know each and every time we drop a video, short, go live, so you're there and don't have to watch it on playback. Make sure you click the all notification button. You got iamzomedia and then WBB Universe. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate everybody coming through, showing love weekly. This is episode 15, y'all. Episode 15. Not gonna lie, I feel like this is episode 500. Not gonna lie. I feel like we be getting in here and getting them topics in. And I mean, come on, it'd be an hour and a half, 2 hours of pure entertainment. And this is only episode 15. So lock in. Both channels have memberships. Make sure you take advantage of that. It's for your own good, not just for us. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you guys check out the memberships on both pages. And I'm at 1,450. By the end of this video, get me to 1,455. Appreciate y'all so much. So many things to get into, so many juicy topics. But how are you feeling today, Prince?
I'm feeling all right, man. I'm feeling all right. We missed y'all last week, man, but we back, man. I'm feeling all right, man. I mean, today gonna be a good day. Today gonna be a good day.
I hope so. It's 5:30, so I hope it's been.
Shout out to Nafisa Collier for winning, Player of the Month for the Western Conference. Shout out to Fee, man. Shout out to Fee, man. Shout out to Fee, man. It's all love, Fee. It's all love. It's all love.
Oh man. It's definitely all love. It's definitely all love. But look, y'all, I mean, obviously the streets is humming, the streets is, or should I say social media streets is humming about a few different things going on. But listen, make sure you hit the like button as you come in. And we want to hear what you have to say on playback, and I expect everybody to be super active in the chat. The first topic we're getting into is Seattle Storm under heavy water. Seattle Storm under a second investigation. Yueru demands a trade. It's an interesting time. It's an interesting time for sure. It just isn't a good look, unfortunately. It's a lot going on for their organization. Now it has been founded by now that the investigation is closed just that quick. Not sure why they announced it, to be completely honest. Not to say like they knew it was going to close this quickly, but I might have tried to figure it out first. I don't know, before I go and announce that there's a whole investigation to close it. I want to say maybe 6 hours later. But the WNBA has reported that the Storm is not facing an active investigation per Annie Costable. And the WNBA reviewed complaint that Storm assistant coach cursed at former Storm player after Sunday's game. No fines or suspensions expected. And the allegation was made that a Storm assistant coach, cursed at a former Storm player following Sunday's game against the Aces. The league reviewed the complaint. So in reviewing the complaint, they found that nothing happened, I'm assuming. You can speculate, obviously, right? Like, who is the player? I think people are immediately thinking it's Jewel, because Aces, after the Aces game, she used to be on Seattle, and she was a part of the first investigation. And you know what? We get new people in here all the time, so let me just run down history. Jewel Lloyd last season had an investigation opened up with her team, the Seattle Storm, and she also requested a trade, and she wanted to get up out of there. There were, I think, complaints of bullying. It's still not specified who was bullying Jewel. It never came to light. So that's still up for speculation. But they also looked into that, and the WNBA also closed that. It's 50-50. People are on both sides of the fence. Some people think Jewel Lloyd is just soft. Some people think, so what? In sports, things get passionate. The locker room gets hard. People hate losing. You're on teams with strong personalities, and some people think that kind of Jewel Lloyd was making too much out of what she was dealing with or handling on her team. Jewel Lloyd had already been with that team for a long time and been a staple. So it's crazy to hear it. And then let's talk about the investigation before we talk. No, you know what? No, because the Yueru trade was first this morning. And then it was like, there's an investigation, which to me was interesting that they said that after the Yueru trade, because then it makes it look even overwhelmingly worse that like there's something wrong with Seattle. And then they close the investigation that quick. And also with the Yueru thing, it's being unearthed that it's not even that she's disgruntled, like something happened to her similar to Jewel, but more so that she was expecting to play more minutes in this trade and her agent isn't feeling it. So her agent wants her to request out because she decided to sit out of the, not even going to try to say the word for it, but it was a big game or tournament in Asia that Yueru was supposed to be a part of, but she sat out under the impression she was going to play more. And so that's why she's requesting. And it's like players request trades because they don't have playing time all the time. So is the Seattle organization toxic? Who knows? I'll give my opinion later. But we have a guy who has been in the locker room, who has dealt with passion and is passionate about the game as well. I mean, if you've ever played sports, you understand as well. But what you think about this with Seattle, Prince? What you think about this with Seattle?
I'm gonna come at it from two different angles today. I'm gonna come at it from an athlete first, but then I'm gonna take a fan's approach to it. As an athlete, one of two things happened. Noel, I hope I'm saying her last name right. Is it Noel or Noel? Because I heard commentators say it two different ways, so I don't know which one. I'm gonna go with Noel. Coach Noel in the offseason didn't really establish a new way forward after the last investigation, which is a failure by leadership. You still brought back most of your core, right? So you're supposed to have a one-off conversation with Gabby, Ezzy, NECA, Skylar, and whoever else was there last year and say, hey, this year, let's start off right. Let's leave the past in the past. We got new teammates. We got a new goal and a new task at hand. Are we all in agreement? And everybody should either raise their hand, yes. Some going to say no because this still going on. No, we never really got to this. But that's a failure by Noel and the GM and player personnel as well, because they're supposed to step in as well and figure out what was the main causes and issues for you to kind of still be dealing with some of the same issues. That's a leadership failure. That's not on the players. That's a leadership failure because, again, if it was Jular is gone now. So even for rumblings to come out, even though the investigation was open, closed, vice versa, yada, yada, for it to even come out, that lets you know somebody in that locker room is talking. And they're giving someone some kind of inclination that some of the same things are still going on for it to even reach. I want to tell you, look, this is what I don't want people to do. Not make this a big deal. Because if you either play sports or just study professional sports for a long time, you already know how it goes. The WNBA is not going to respond to hearsay. They're not going to take time out to make a write-up saying we're not going to investigate this if they don't believe there's some breadcrumbs to whatever's being said. What probably happened is they probably went to the source, got an inclination, see what it was, and it probably either came back to them that it's some of the same things from last year, and they don't want to invest time and money into it. They probably went told the GM, "Hey, fix this internally. We're not putting manpower into investigating this. Fix this internally because we've already thought we resolved this with the press. Thought we resolved this with national media, right? The WNBA isn't about to come out and speak about. Think about it. You never heard the WNBA come out last year and say we're not going to look into the investigation of. We'll use Chicago Sky, Kitty the Carter throwing a chair in the locker room. They never came out and said nothing about that. They never came out and said nothing about what was going on with Kelsey Plum and the Aces locker room last year. And if you followed the Aces last year, it was rumblings in the journals. It was rumblings from reporters that was going on last year. Them fussing over who was getting shot attempts. But the WNBA must have had some kind of inkling or breadcrumbs for them to come out and at least report it. They're not about to report nonsense. They're not about to put their name on, stamp their name on anything that's just hearsay from fans or just media that has no real leg to stand on. Big sports teams are not about to do that nonsense. So that's a leadership failure by them if that's still going on. Or if I look at it from a fan's perspective, right? I say, does no need to be fired? Because as a fan, I want to come to the game and root for the team, the coach, the organization, the entire fan base. It's very uncomfortable if I'm a fan to go to the Seattle Storm game knowing you got so much rumblings going on. Like, at some point, they're going to have to put the team first, and that's going to be either breaking up this core and seeing if that fixes it and just have a clean slate. Because contrary to what people believe, all press isn't good press. They just want you to make you believe that. All press isn't good press. So one or two things is going to happen. They're going to have to dismantle this core, rebuild, bring in some fresh pieces, some new leadership on the team, or they're going to have to move on from Noel. Because again, their season hasn't started like they thought it would. They thought they would be a top 3 team first month into the season because they got championship aspirations, right? So for them to not be able to figure this out in the offseason, still have some of the same rumblings. And again, Yueru wanting out. That's either her not liking the rumblings that's going on, right? Or they promised her a role in the offseason that never came to fruition. One of the two things is happening. They promised her a role in the offseason because I know against the Aces, the last game, Dominique Malonga was getting minutes at the 5. So either they promised her something in the off season and it hasn't became known to her, or she hasn't seen what she was promised, or she don't like the rumblings in the locker room. One of the two things is happening for Yueru. I mean, Seattle got to do something about this, man. You can't have this kind of stuff going on to start the season, especially when you got, if there was a rebuilding team, Key, yeah, kind of, it's a rebuilding team. Some players are probably trying to be selfish in the locker room. No one passed the ball, right? Because everybody's trying to get their next contract. But this is supposed to be like a championship core team, right? Championship contender core. So they got to clean this up. It's just it's just a bad situation. When you think about a championship contender, you don't want that hanging over your head the whole season.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. That's for sure. Yeah, I mean, the Yueru thing to me is like neither here nor there. I feel like she was just a part of that trade. And maybe what you just said, maybe even though she was a part of that trade, when they practiced this, that, and the third, they felt like she might get more play. She kind of be on and off, to be honest. I kind of feel like, I don't know, y'all. I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. And I got a friend we clown all the time, which I disagree with her, but she called me Gordon Ramsay. That's what she says. She's like, you're such a tough critic, or whatever the case may be. But I just feel like I get it. Players want more minutes, more opportunities, like all of these things. I get it. The WNBA as a structure, I don't like it either. But I'm not. I don't feel like I watch her play, and I'm like, why Yueru don't get more minutes? But I could be missing something. It could be, possibly coaching not putting her in the right position, things of that nature. She is. She has, everybody in the WNBA has talent, so she has talent. But I mean, it's not nothing to me where she's just this dominant post and. She's supposed to be on heavy rotation like that. And honestly, y'all, I've seen her sit Ezzy and Yueru get in. And I mean, Yueru will pick up like 2-3 fouls in like 5 minutes. And they got to sit her again.
I watched the play against Dallas. I don't think she's that good.
Like, so it's just like, I haven't watched that game, but the games I have watched prior to that, that's what and I watched her in LA last year. And the opportunities that she does get, she's good. But it's like, it's other parts of her game where it's like, you're not somebody I'm leaving in for long minutes as well. And I have Ezzy, like I got Ezzy and NECA, like.
Yeah, and they're trying to find,
you
got the number 2 pick. You trying to find, you trying to find playing time for her as well.
Yeah, exactly. So the Yueru thing is one of those things, but it definitely didn't help what's going on. And then the investigation to come out. I don't know. Maybe an assistant coach, Jewel Lloyd, walks by. An assistant coach. I don't know. But look, stranger things have happened. I'm like, I can't imagine an assistant coach professionally saying profanity towards a former player for free, for no reason. I can't imagine it, but stranger things have happened. But I don't know. And I'm not going to sit up here and be like, well, y'all, they investigated, they said it's nothing there, so get over it, because the WNBA, as far as investigation go, obviously isn't the best. But it's one of them things, like, I ain't gonna lie, as a fan, I'm ready to move on from the Jewel Lloyd Seattle.
Yeah.
Like, I'm ready to move on from that. You know what I'm saying? And she don't, and Jewel don't even make it enticing with her play. Like, I'm about to come in and bust it on their head. Like, nah, she don't even come through with those vibes. So I don't know. I would never say that people should be bullied. You're never going to hear that from me. You should never bully folks. But I do understand that basketball is a passionate sport. Like, all sports are passionate sports, and profanity is used. And there is a combativeness to a certain point about it between coaches and players, between players and players. Don't ever put your hands on nobody or nothing like that. But there is a certain like, yo, what are you doing out there? I can't say it on air, obviously, but what you doing out there? You playing like is that bullying? If I tell you playing like is that bullying? So it's a thin line nowadays, right? Like, can I say that? Like, so me and you playing, right? We playing la la la, whatever. If I come to you and tell you playing like I use the word, right? Do you feel like I'm bullying you, or are you like, damn, Key? You know what I'm saying? You might even fight me back. You might.
That's why I say that's a leadership. That's a leadership problem, because if you like as a player, I don't want to walk around a locker room on eggshells. Like, that's not a fun environment to be in. If everything I say, you gonna take it as an insult. When you're in a locker room, it's a brotherhood. What happens in the locker room stays in the locker room. It's a brotherhood. Like you sweat together, you bleed together, you throw up together. You do all of this stuff together. You win, you lose together. You get coached together. You get yelled at together. You get celebrated together. So to walk in a locker room and not tell, Key, if me and you was on the same team, and let's say you was having a bad first half, I want to be able to walk up to you and be like, hey, get your shit together. And not feel like you about to take it the wrong way and go report that I'm chastising you. That's all basketball conversations at the end of the day. So, I mean,
it's just I don't know if that is what it is. Maybe they were bullying her. I don't know, y'all. That's what I'm like. I don't know. Maybe they were bullying
but her. She doesn't play enough. Like Key, I'm trying to go with you on this bully thing, yeah. But she doesn't figure it out. She doesn't play. Yueru doesn't even play enough to get bullied. What would they bully her about? Like, what would they bully her about? She only takes 2 shot attempts a game. She only plays like what 8-9 minutes. Like, what is? I don't know what will she be getting bullied about?
I don't know.
And again, there might be a language barrier there, right? There might be a language barrier there. You never know. You know, they way of speaking. Trust me, I was overseas. I already know. Overseas way of speaking is not how our tones are. You know what I'm saying?
But the Yueru, I'm talking about Jewel. I ain't talking about Yueru. I think the Yueru thing got to do it, because I'm gonna be honest with you, language barriers are not them. Listen, people from other countries be meaner. They have no rules.
So I'm not talking about the meaner or nice. I'm talking about the language barriers of how you like use the how you say the curse word inside of the sentence.
True, I feel it. I don't know. I hope that Seattle can figure it out, because that's why part of me is just I'm 50. I'm telling you, part of me feels like a good organization in the.
Let me ask you this, Key. Let me ask you this, Key. Do you think Seattle Storm got a Skylar Diggins problem?
I don't. I could. It could be that
they're dynamic. Like I've watched 3 Seattle games this year, right? I watched the 2 against Aces, and I watched them play against Dallas. Skylar Diggins is fiery. Like even with Noel, like Noel called a timeout one time, and she's still on the court arguing with the ref. Nneka had to go get her.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know, man.
I don't think that.
Look, I'm not trying to put that accusation out there. I'm just looking at what I've seen on the court. And if there is some trauma going on in the locker room, just from Skylar's body language with the coach, with the refs, with the players sometimes. I even see her and Nneka chirp back and forth one time on the bench against Dallas in the first quarter. She's always involved in something. And apparently, Skylar and Jewel Lloyd had their tiffs, because if you watch the photos, when all of them went back to Notre Dame, they were never in photos together. And Neil Ivey made them get in one photo together, but they was on 2 different sides. So I already know they had their tiff. So she was in the middle of that. And now this going, they might got a scholar problem, man. They might got a scholar problem.
Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I don't think it's Skylar.
Look, I've even watched how she talked to media. She talked to the media like she Greg Popovich. I've even watched how she talked to the media.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think Skylar's the problem. I think Skylar and Jewel didn't get along. I do believe that. But other than that, I think the Yueru thing is quite simply that her camp wants her out of there. Yueru asked to leave. She asked to be from the Sparks as well. This isn't her first request. So I don't think Yueru has anything to do with Skylar. I think Skylar had to do with the Jewel situation. And I know Skylar has had issues previously, but I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't know. I just feel like I have a different opinion. I feel like it's basketball. And I feel like you on a team and you want a team to win, and there's only one goal. And you gotta figure out how to get there. And everybody not gonna like each other. Everybody not gonna be feeling each other. Everybody ain't gonna be friends. But y'all got to figure out how to win. And so her contract is up in 2026. When that time comes, you figure that out. But for now, she can't be your problem, even if she is. And so y'all got to figure that out. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether that's everybody round up and sit down with her and have a kumbaya intervention, whatever it is, if it is her, then that's what you got to do. But I just feel like I'm kind of, I'm ready to move on from the Jewel Lloyd stuff. I'll be ready to move on from locker room stuff because I just feel like, man, y'all got to figure out how to win. That's it. And I don't really.
It should stay in the locker room. Like,
it's a story older than time. You literally bring in 30 different personality. When I say 30, I'm not just talking about the 12 players, 15 players on the bench. Then you got coaching staff. Then you got the janitor. Then you think all of that stuff don't matter. And it does. It all does. And you lucky if it all mesh. I think that's luck. Seriously. When you see the teams that it does happen like that, you lucky if it do. You feel me? But it don't. A lot of times it doesn't. And you still have to figure out how to win. And so that's where, you were mentioning, like, they probably like, hey, clean this up. Yeah, clean it up. Clean it up. I don't know if y'all need to during the All-Star break, y'all need to all go together to a little wellness center. I don't care. But clean it up. Seriously. I don't want to hear about no more investigations from Seattle. They got to move on from that. But before we exit, what do you think happens with Lee? Like, where the hell you think she even goes? Like,
I think because her contract isn't that much. I don't know what Seattle Caps looks like. But if her country is putting word out there that they want her moved because they want her to get more minutes or whatever like that, I mean, just by her, she ain't that important. Let's be honest here. To the grand scheme of things, she ain't gonna be. Look, this is what I call important people, and this is not the poo-poo on basketball players, right? I call important people. Can I tell the story of the WNBA without you? I can. So just buy a contract out. She won't go back to China and get ready to play for the America Cup. Let her go do that, man. Let her go do that. China got a great program over there. A lot of money over there. Kennedy Carter over there right now. Her and Kennedy Carter could be teammates. Go over there, man. You go over there. You know what I'm saying? Go overseas and go play basketball, man.
Yeah, I mean, if that's gonna be the case everywhere you sign, I wouldn't even want to sign her. Yeah, I'm not signing you if your people who live
especially this far in the season, right? Your team is already kind of like you've established what your team is going to be, and you don't want to bring somebody in your locker room where you got to walk on eggshells, right? So again, just let her go on about her business.
That's a fact. I mean, we'll see what happens. Maybe another team picks her up. I wouldn't, but maybe another team does pick her up. But we're talking about Seattle, Skylar Diggins, Jewel, the battle between the two, all of that good stuff. Let's talk about it, man. What's happening in Vegas? Let's talk about what's happening in Vegas. Does Las Vegas Aces have a Jewel Lloyd problem? Yeah, this is a good question. I'm gonna let you go first on the topic.
We have a Las Vegas Aces have a Jewel Lloyd conundrum more than a problem. It's a conundrum because I don't think, and look, I love Becky Hammon. I think she's top 3 coach all time in WNBA history. I think she's the top 3 coach all time. I love what Becky Hammon has done. Come and take over 2 championships back to back. Only 2 other teams have done that in the history of the WNBA, right? Even though it's only been around for like 26 years, right? But anyway, Becky Hammon does not know how to implement Jewel Lloyd into the Las Vegas Aces system. Because Jewel Lloyd is technically a system of herself where you just put shooters and bigs around her on defense and just let her run the team offensively, put the ball in her hands. Like Jewel Lloyd is that type of player. She doesn't even need a traditional point guard. She needs like just a kind of like a combo guard next to her because she handles the ball a lot. And I think that's part of the problem. Becky Hammon doesn't know how to use Jackie Young and Chelsea Gray without the ball. Asia plays off the ball, right? Every now and then, Asia will take the game over. But Asia plays off the ball majority of the time, coming off of sets. Jewel Lloyd, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray have a high ball usage rate. So I think Becky Hammon either doesn't know how to utilize Jewel Lloyd with the basketball, or she's afraid to take Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young off the basketball because she don't know how it's going to look, and that's been her bread and butter for so long. It's kind of like they want Jewel Lloyd to fit inside of the system, and they trying to be patient with it versus trying to find a way for Jewel Lloyd to get minutes of being Jewel Lloyd like she was in Seattle, right? During those championship years. I think the first step Becky Hammon needs to figure out is how can she stagger their minutes? Basically, let them all start together, but as the first quarter winds down, maybe take one of them out, let the other 2 cook for a little bit, bring one of them 2 back in with the player you just sat, and let them kind of cook. And from that point on, just stagger their minutes, start them all together. Because right now they have a chemistry problem. And Becky Hammon ain't looking like Einstein. She ain't looking like a good scientist right now. She ain't looking like Oppenheimer. And they got a chemistry problem, and the combustions just ain't working, man. The look, whatever they mixing up in that lab, it ain't. I don't know what they do. This is what I always wonder about teams. Cause I don't know. Maybe I'm a stickler. My coach used to tell me that all the time. So everything ain't gonna be perfect. Maybe I'm a stickler, Keith. Maybe I'm just one of those people. I just overindulge. I don't know what it is. How do you go to practice and see this, then come into the game and you still allow this? You don't see Jewel Lloyd, Jackie Young, and Chelsea Gray not getting off at practice together. Why do you think it's going to work in the actual game when you're playing against better players? Because your bench isn't a starting 5 bench. So if they're having trouble at practice with chemistry, why are you allowing it to continue to happen in the games? 3 games into the season, preseason, fine. But after a while, you got to find out how to either stagger minutes, change your play style, maybe start the game off putting the ball in Jewel Lloyd's hands, see if she got it going, and just have a talk with Chelsea Gray and Jackie Young and be like, hey, first 3 minutes of the game, we want to get Jewel Lloyd going, right? Then I'm gonna stagger minutes, and I'm gonna give all three of you opportunities to get going. Asia gonna get in where she fit in. Asia gonna get her buckets. It's those three that need to figure out a way to play together. And again, and like Asia running mate in the front court taking shots from them. So I don't think it's the shot distribution key, because all three of them really getting shots. I think they don't actually know how to play together.
Yeah, no, that's all facts. That's all facts. Let me get to this super chat real quick.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, know I gave you everything I had.
Shout out to Pete Wright for the $4.99 super chat. Lee did the same thing with the Sky. Her people asked for a trade. Dang, is this her third ask for a trade then? Oh yeah, it's not the Seattle Storm, it's just her. But look, it's 200 of y'all in here. Make sure you hit the like button on both pages. Make sure you're subscribed to both pages. Make sure that you hit the all notification button and make sure you comment. If you're watching this on playback, make sure you comment. We will definitely reply. But look, y'all, look. So I think you're on point as far as the chemistry goes, for sure. It's just a little discombobulated, like when it comes to them, but it's mostly her too. She just seems so out of like if you just watch her and her body language too, like she just seems so out of it. I can't explain it.
Do you think she loves the game?
I think she does, but I think it's not coming to her right now or something. I mean, I think it's Becky too. Like, I think they don't know how to insert her, and then it's making her feel like a lack of confidence as well. And it's just showing up in that way. And then you got the chemistry. It's like nothing's working in her favor for her to look like the Mamba. You know what I mean? Like nothing's working in her favor for her to look like the Mamba at this point. You know, so it's just it's unfortunate. So do Las Vegas Aces have a Jewel Lloyd problem? I think she's a part of the problem. I don't think she's fully the problem. I definitely think she's a part of the problem for sure. Getting her started, inserted. I think it's like when I watched that in New York, I was like, it seemed like they're gonna, if they want her to be effective, it seems like she needs to take like one of the first shots. They have to get her going first. And then I'm like, but if not, then I'm gonna be with, you know what HD has kind of said, like maybe she needs to move to the second unit. But I'm like, I know that's not realistic. The WNBA is like so big on like, I don't know, these women are very big on like, if I'm a starter, I'm starting. I'm a future Hall of Famer to start in the WNBA. So I don't see Jewel Lloyd moving to the second unit. So it's like, yeah, they got to figure it out. And maybe, you know what I'm saying as a suggestion, which is like, she has to get started right away. She has to be there right away. But then, I don't know, her. You get what I'm saying? Like, because me personally, I think that the other three players are more talented. I don't even want to do that because it's not even like more talented. Their talents are different. But I see why you believe in them more than Jewel Lloyd just coming to the team. So I just feel like she need to take a step back, but she's not. So then y'all got to get her going first, but that worth it because you have more solid players on your team. You got your true players on your team. So I don't know, man. I don't know. So what do you think? What do you think will fix?
Look. So we got, again, I like that you said that Jewel Lloyd is a problem. She's not the main problem, but she's a problem. I would say Jewel Lloyd is the biggest problem, but she's not the entire problem of why we lost 2 games, right? I would say, and why we start off struggling. Even against Seattle, we kind of like struggled a little bit, and we picked it up towards the end. The bench she still hasn't found a bench rotation. I honestly, I think Asia needs to go to the 5. You need to insert Tiffany Mitchell in at the 4 and go from there. Because Stokes is another reason our guards can't get off, because if you watch all the games, who's ever guarding Stokes, they're just leaving her open and just doubling. Asia gets doubled every time she touched the basketball. It's ridiculous. I ain't see Asia get a one-on-one play yet. Asia gets doubled every time she touches the basketball because they know Stokes, she ain't got nothing going. So that's why I say Jewel Lloyd is not the biggest problem, but she's one of the problems. We got a bench problem. We got a front court problem, and we got a rotation problem of finding solid rotation minutes for Tiffany Mitchell and Aaliyah Nye. Dana Evans has actually been surprising to me. I mean, she's averaging like 6 points a game right now, 7 points a game. She's been surprising with me. So I don't really have a Dana Evans problem right now. I got a Aaliyah Nye and Tiffany Mitchell rotation, Jewel Lloyd getting off, and a front court problem. That's the Aces' problems right now.
Listen, so hey, shout out to Sinister Aristotle for becoming a YouTube member. Shout out to you. Make sure you check out all those perks from becoming a member of iamzomedia. All right, so appreciate you for becoming a member, Sinister. But look, you killing me softly right now, Kido. You think Jewel Lloyd is a bigger problem than Kia Stokes? I mean,
I think Kia Stokes is a bigger problem than Jewel Lloyd.
Okay, I need to make sure.
That's why I said I don't think Jewel Lloyd is the biggest problem. I just think she's a problem.
Okay. Glad we're on the same page about that. Because yeah, Kia Stokes is not, her shot is not respected at all. A lot isn't respected about her game. So, hey, I'm gonna say this real quick and then I'm gonna move on. I don't even want to talk about it. The way they talk about angelreese is how Kia Stokes actually is. Like, people do not respect even angelreese with a % layup package. They still swarming her, bro. Like, but Kia Stokes, they get to swarm Asia a lot more because Kia is just not a threat, man. Like, at all. I just be watching. Like, I'm just like, how is he even like? I don't even know. But Becky also, like, I know you said she top 3 too, but she got some burden with this too. It's kind of like
you up there, you get accountability too.
You get accountability, and my accountability for Becky personally is I do think she tries to force her vision, even if she don't have the players for that. And it's like I think she's used to the the 4 Olympian starters. Not that Jewel Lloyd isn't an Olympian, but those specific ones, right? Plum, that crew, that 2-peat crew. She's used to them in that system. And it's like Jewel is not KP. Like, she's not KP. Not even like on some like, because KP a dog too. Jewel Lloyd is not like, she's not like that. So it's just it's like she's not trying to shift her coaching to what's in front of her. Sometimes I feel like that when I'm watching. I'm just like, you kind of forcing what's not there. Like, it's not there. It's not there. Yeah, I don't know how to repeat that, but because even with Aaliyah Nye, like how she plays her, I don't like how she plays Aaliyah Nye sometimes, a lot of the times. Tiffany Mitchell as well. I think could get more meaningful minutes. But I mean, the Aces got a not a long way to go, but I just don't know what they do by the end of the season. Like, what do they do? Do they do a trade? Like, what happens? Because I just know, like, Becky got to know right now. I mean, no, you never know. Because even Gino said but that's college. But Gino said at the beginning of the season, he was like, God's honest truth. You couldn't have told me we was going to win the championship. Like, it just wasn't looking good. So, but that's
hey, look, I wouldn't mind Yueru over Stokes.
I mean, you're gonna get something because you're gonna get something.
I'm gonna get Stokes.
Jeez.
Dog. I'll be like, golly.
Like you're gonna get something.
I appreciate it though. She got good. See, and for Stokes, I feel so bad, Key, because she got good energy. She's been there for the championships. So we got this kind of like, we call it the loyalty complex with Kia Stokes, right? Knowing she bad, we got that loyalty complex to her because she was there through the trials and tribulations, winning the championships, and she is a good person. Kia Stokes is a good person, y'all. But just she's at some point is either about her being a good person or championships, and she's in the way of our championship right now.
Hello, let me tell you what let me because I'm gonna tell you what she's in the way of the championship. Watch this. Hey, shout out to B Will for the $5 super chat. B Will said aces don't move the ball. It's all one-on-one. I got the ball in scoring. Is that what you meant to say? Before I lose my train of thought, though, I'll get back to that. But you said I want to win a championship, more than the loyalty. Yeah, and y'all already been loyal. Like, it's like, move on. Like, it's not like y'all was up off of her as soon as y'all could be. Like, y'all could be up off of her now. You showed a little loyalty. Move on. But not only the championships, though. They don't win this year. That group is at jeopardy.
That too.
And so it's kind of like, that's what I think, at least. I don't know. Some people might think differently, but I think it's possible that group is in jeopardy, and you lost KP, cool. That was fine, losing KP, but I don't think you want to lose Chelsea. I don't think you want to lose Jackie, right? I think Asia stays, but Chelsea and Jackie could be up in the air, not sure, but could be up in the air if they don't win. Or something like that.
No, because Jewel Lloyd bad play is gonna save all three of them.
So you feel they don't win a championship. You think they all three stay?
Yeah, and they just gonna move on from Jewel Lloyd.
Okay.
Because think about it like this. They moved on from Kelsey Plum and got in Jewel Lloyd. So Kelsey Plum is out the picture now. So Jewel Lloyd is basically taking up all her responsibilities. So that's how they're gonna look at it. They're gonna be like, we win championship with these three. You're not getting it done.
Yeah.
And all three of them are still in their prime. I see if one of them was like teetering towards the edge, you'll be like, okay. But all three of them are still like right smack in the dab of their primes. And ain't too many point guards out there. What point guard? They'll be stupid to move off of Chelsea Gray.
I mean, I'm not even saying they move. It could be them. It could be her. But you're right. I mean, they could go, you know what? We drop Kia Stokes. We drop Kristen Bell. We drop Jewel Lloyd, and we go on a campaign on some like who want to win a championship. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's what they do. But yeah, some things have to change so long as Jewel Lloyd is here, regardless. And so I think that Becky does have to switch it up. The lineups probably have to switch up as well. But I feel like that remains to be seen. I'm not sure kind of what happens.
And I don't know what her problem is with Kitley. I don't know what
Becky.
Yeah, I don't know what Kitley got to do to get the starting job.
I don't know. Do you think maybe it's like she's still minute restrictions type of vibes? What do you think it is? Like,
look, Kitley got more points than her. Kitley got more blocks than her, and Kitley damn near got more rebounds than her and less minutes. So I don't know what Kitley got to do to start. I don't know if it's we don't really got a bench and Kitley is a stretch 5. She gives up scoring off. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, Kitley don't even have to start. Key. Game before last, Kitley got 6 minutes.
Yeah, I don't understand. That's what I'm saying. Some of this is on Becky. Like some of it's on Becky because why are you not playing that girl? I don't get it. And it's like that's another part too. It's like now is the time. Like the beginning of the season, you know what I'm saying? Now is the time, if you ask me, to play her. So I kind of don't understand that. So I mean, I'm with you on that, but I don't know. I don't know. I'm having a hard time seeing them winning a championship this year. If something doesn't happen, and it's gonna take some really good coaching for her to do that. But she got to break some bad habits, and so does the crew. So it remains to be seen. We'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna keep my eye out on it. It's tough. That's tough. But speaking of coaching and coaching better, let's get into the Dallas Wings, man. The Dallas Wings. I had to I did a live the other night because I seen my friend sent me a Twitter video and was dying laughing. She was like, watch this. And it's Coach Chris and Dejanay, and they zoom in on Dejanay's face. Y'all can go check that live out when y'all leave here. But Dejanay is sitting next to him and Alyssa Smith, but they zoom in on Dejanay and they ask him what could have been done better for the team to win or something. And dude was like togetherness and love. Dog, I mean, I don't know, y'all. He is tragic. He's definitely tragic as a head coach for sure. He just said togetherness, camaraderie. They just gotta, get along in that locker room and this, that, and the third, which also I think slightly he doesn't realize it, but kind of makes it sound like they don't get along in the locker room, which isn't helpful. And maybe they don't, but again, I don't care. Like, I'm tired of it. So I don't know. So him, then you got they have Tierra McCowan, kind of their only big I mean, you got Maisha Hines Allen, but all I see is Maisha and Tierra. Is there another big there that I don't be seeing? Maybe he just don't play her. I think it's another girl though, but I can't remember her name.
On where?
On the Wings. Ain't it three of them? It's Maisha,
Louisa. It's Louisa. But she's from Germany. She a rookie though.
Oh, okay. I'm like, I never really see her. And Melissa. Jesus. And Melissa Smith. I'm tripping.
But Melissa starts at the 4 though.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, she starts at the 5 now because they benched Tierra McCown. So she's starting at the 5 now. She's been starting at the 5 for the last couple games.
Yeah, I mean, so I think it's another team that has a whole bunch of issues. Like, they got a big problem with Tierra being benched, Melissa Smith playing the 5. Tierra, to me, I don't know, coming off the bench. Then you got an Arike problem. Then you got a coaching problem.
That sounds like a lot of problems.
Then you got a GM problem. I mean, it's a lot. It's a lot of problems. So is Paige Bueckers set up to win in Dallas? Within her first 4 years, when you say win in Dallas, what you mean, a championship?
Just win, period. Win in development, win as an organization, win rookie of the year, win being an all-star. Like, is Paige set up to win in Dallas?
No, she's not.
Because people don't, contrary to what people think, your rookie season is so important. A lot of people don't notice that though. Your rookie season is so important because if you don't have a competent rookie season, you're always going to be a step behind. You're going to be always trying to catch up to the other rookies. That's why having a competent organization as a rookie is so important. Because yes, we say Paige is in a class of her own, right? But that's just Paige as an individual. But this is basketball as a team sport. Yeah. So if the team isn't building around Paige in the right way, she's going to be a step behind, and the team is in turn going to be a step behind because she's the leader of the team.
I agree. I mean, she's definitely not set up for success there. No, she's not set up to win. I remember we did on Stars Hoop Central, we did a too early like type of predictions, rookie of the year, first teams, all this and that. And remember, I brought it up, and I think you did too, where I was like, I mean, who says Paige can't? But it's like she's really not being put in a position to shatter things. She still is, and I've seen some stuff where she's still doing really well, but you can imagine like she's still doing really well despite. Imagine if she was actually set up for success coming in there. I don't know. I think I talked about this on that live or maybe on Stars Hoop Central. I don't know how you have these types of people coming in and you don't move hell and high water to make sure the situation is right for them. Not even just for them, but also for the WNBA as a whole and growing it. You put them in the right position. I do understand when teams go to terrible teams, but you could still put them in the right position because of what you're trying to do as a whole for the whole WNBA organization. I don't know how anybody let that happen. I don't know how, like, Kurt fumbled bad with this coach. Like, I don't hate what he picked up. I don't hate what he picked up. But I think the coach, like, he fumbled with that, and I think they have to start shopping Arike soon. Where the hell she goes, I have no idea. But they got to start shopping Arike soon, in my opinion. They just do, in my opinion. But what are you seeing as far as Arike goes?
Honestly, I think Dallas has a coaching problem, a leadership problem. They have a size problem. I mean, nobody on your team, nobody who can play the 2 to 3 other one is taller than 6'2". That's a problem. The only people that's taller than 6'1" is Maddie, who's really a 4. Tiara McCown's 6'7", and Alyssa, who's 6'4". That's your 2 bigs. So you don't got no in-between size on this team. That's why their defense is so bad. You got no in-between size. Dejanay, Arike, and Paige actually don't fit together. I said that during the offseason. They don't fit together. Paige needs, you want to see the best Paige, she needs role players that know how to do their job. If you want to see because she gonna do the heavy lifting. She just need role players that know how to do their job. Make a shot when I pass it to you. Go get a stop when we need to stop. Rebound when we need to rebound. And I'm gonna do the rest. Like, that's the type of player I think Paige is, but that's not the type of team they have.
No, not at all.
Arike, I say this in the offseason too. Arike can be one of the best off-ball players in the league if she actually wanted. I'm telling y'all right now, man, look at man. Arike is choosing not to play off the ball. Watch how Arike actually plays. Watch what she does when she gets the ball. Arike is choosing not to play off the ball. Arike is, without saying a word, Arike is literally trying to force her way out of Dallas without saying a word because she don't want that tied to her. She isn't trying to help Paige. I could tell how they play together on the court. She is not trying to help Paige in no way possible. Because in those last couple minutes against Chicago in what it was, the first game, she literally looked Paige off like 4 to 5 times in the last 2 minutes. She's not trying to bring Paige along. She's not trying to teach Paige the ropes. Arike is trying to get her numbers and force her way out of town. Arike is trying to show the front office that they not gonna fit. And how do you show her? How do you show them that? By taking all the shots.
That's
by not putting the ball in Paige's hands. Y'all won't because and I don't. This is what I don't get though. That's why I tell people all the time. They think I just be playing. Man, I don't care what players say in the press conference. Man, I don't give a damn about what no coaches say in no press. Man, I ain't trying to hear none of that. Look here, man. Arike came out when they got that pick, talking about then tweeted she fell to her knees. She knew who they was picking with the number 1 pick. Stop capping. You didn't want to play with Paige. Because if you really did, you would have tried to figure that out with Paige in the training camp. And say, hey, when I'm here, do this. When you there, this is where I'm going to be. Hey, we're going to put the ball in your hands. I'm going to play off of you. If you really wanted Paige to be Paige, you would have brought her along in training camp. You would have brought her along in the preseason. Arike is out there to get hers and get going. That's what this is. This is a get mines and get going situation. And again, if they trade Arike, they got to go get some length. Don't trade Arike for another guard. Move DJ to the 2 and go get you some length. Go get you some length. Don't trade. You don't need another shooting guard. You need 3 and D players. Go get you some length.
Honestly, I feel like okay, so yeah, before they even drafted Paige, all of that, I'm like, yeah, they got to get rid of Arike. If Dallas wants to be a winning organization, but it's like, do they, what team wants her? Like what team wants her? And who wants to deal with that? Do you send her? I don't know if I'm the Golden State Valkyrie, do I take her, let her finish out her contract, and just don't re-sign her?
If you're not going to re-sign her, you're not going to trade for her.
So who about you need to give me a team?
Again, Arike knows. Look, Key, if we know that, Arike's agent and her marketing team is telling her that. The same situation we're talking about right now. So she's trying to force her way out of Dallas by not being what they want her to be. So she's trying to force, because they're not about to bench Arike. Let's be real here. You're not about to bench Arike. So it's either let me do me or get me out of here. But what she's doing is she's playing Monopoly with him. She's playing chess right now, actually. What she wants them to do, Key, he wants them to go to a team and say, give me 1 first-round pick and just some kind of role player. Instead of what Arike's value actually is, she wants Dallas front office to cave and get anything back just to get her out of town. That's what Arike actually wants. So she's trying to play chess right now. She knows it's going to take a lot. She knows Dallas is going to ask for a lot to move her because the type of player she is. But she's trying to make the situation so dire that Dallas just goes to a team and say, give me 1 first-round pick and a role player, and you can have her. That's what Arike is trying to do right now.
I mean, okay. I guess I get it. But I don't know how this, I don't know. I guess I don't know how it really helps her career. Like, I'm not saying like she should be out the WNBA, right? Like, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And you're not about to bench her. So
you're not about to bench her, yeah, but also like, yeah, you could play terribly on purpose so you could get up out of there. But it's like, where are you going that like you're not gonna suffer the same issue? Because the type of style of basketball she plays is like you have to build around her. But ain't no team right now, like even the only one, because even the Mystics, like, we don't want to deal with that. Like, that's not the type of basketball.
Yeah.
It's not the Mystics, but that's but then the winning teams, they don't want to deal with that either. Like a Lynx, a New York Liberty, a Aces, they not about to deal with that. So then you got the middle of the, you know what I mean? You got the Chicago Skies, the Atlanta Dream, the LA Sparks and stuff. LA Sparks already got their Kelsey Plum. Chicago Sky don't need and we don't have nothing. I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. I struggle to see where she even goes, but I mean, when's the damn trade line? Because I know they're gonna do it. I've been saying they're gonna do it, but it's just like I don't know what they get for her, where she goes. So it'll be interesting to see. For sure. But yeah, I don't think she's set up to win, unfortunately, in any way. But moving Arike will be a start, I think, and let her end the season out on a better, in a better way than it has started by moving Arike. That's the start. The coach is still not a good coach, but that's the start. So you think they should trade her for a wing or a big?
They need a wing.
Okay.
They need a wing. How tough Dejanay is, how tough Charles is, they can't guard big wings. Maddie can't guard lollipop on the ground with gum underneath it. I'm gonna be honest, man. I'm gonna be honest. The more I think about this, Key, I'm going to Paige and I'm telling Paige, we about to blow this up. Tell me who you want on this roster. They try to do a quick fix because they felt like Paige is a win now player. I get it. I actually applaud them for trying to do it, but it just ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work. They try to do one of those. I know Paige is a ready to win player, so let's see what we can put around her and do a quick fix right quick before 2026. But I'm going to Paige and I'm like, Paige, we about to blow this up. Tell me who you want on this roster next year. And we're going to see if we can get them in free agency. Because we got a boatload of cash and we got 2 first-round draft picks next year.
I don't hate it.
If I'm Paige, I'm like, you got a concussion? Cool. Stay there. Stay there. We're going to reevaluate you every other month. Stay there. You got a concussion? Look, man, who you want on this team next year? Who you want us to draft? What's going to make you comfortable? And we're going to go from there.
Yeah, I'm with that too.
I'm even getting off of Dejanay. I'm getting off of everybody. If Paige don't want them, we getting off of them.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree. Because that's how they needed to build anyway. So I mean, I definitely agree. Because Paige is a player where you could plug her in. If she has a solid team around her, she's taking you there. You know what I'm saying? Maya Moore won in her first year. Paige is that type of player.
Like, that type of player.
She's that type of player.
They tried to. No, Key. They're just not good at it. But you can tell the way they got the roster set up that they tried to attempt to make the season look serviceable. They tried to put together a serviceable roster.
Yeah,
you can tell. Because it was who they could trade for. The market was dry because everybody free agents next year. So it was really one of those situations where we just got to go try to get competent pieces and see if Paige can win with them.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, that Arike trade happened. I'm going live immediately as soon as I find it. I'm going in live, man.
So before we move on, Key, what's your percentage she get traded before the All-Star break?
Is that the trade deadline? Do you know what the trade
I think it's the week before the All-Star break.
I'm at about an 80. I mean, I already, before the season started, I said she's going to get traded. So I'm at like a 95. Like, I think they trade her before that All-Star break for a bag of peanuts. I do. Yeah, we could lose, but I don't want to lose like that with her. I think they get up off of her. Now, I do understand she's a great player, so you feel like you should get picks and some more stuff for her, right? And I'm not saying they won't. I don't know what's going to happen or what the final trade will be, but I just feel like get her up out of there and figure it out. You got to figure it out. If it's a 3-team trade, figure it out and get her up out of there. For her, for Paige, for the team, just get her up out of there. It don't even matter. I mean, I again, when I go down the list of teams, I don't want her, but she giving go to one of them expansion teams and go to one of them expansion teams because they're tanking anyway. And we just gonna let you play your game till we find our actual franchise player. That's what she gives for me. No shade, no tea.
Yeah.
You would think she would do the opposite, which is try to play with Paige so she looks better to other teams. But I don't know. That's her style of ball, and it's not changing, but it don't work for her. So yeah. So I'm at a 90%. What's your percentage for her being traded?
I'm actually at a 0%.
You think they don't trade her at all? You think they're gonna let her shop track?
I got 0% chance that she gets traded because this is how bad the situation is with Dallas. Dallas would have to attach a pick to Arike to move Arike.
You think so? I don't think so. I'm gonna say take Arike
Because Arike is so erratic, you don't know what her next move is gonna be. See, Key, what I tell you all the time, sometimes you got to think like a GM and look at this situation.
I am looking at it.
Arike is so erratic. If I bring Arike in, free agency is 2026. How am I guaranteed she's gonna stay here? She didn't sign here. I traded for her. So Dallas, you got to give me. I need something else with Arike. Either a player on Dallas I might like, whether it be Tierra McCown or Nalissa. You got to give me a player I like for my future, or you got to give me a pick for the future to take on Arike. Because Arike is only coming to my team for 2 months. I'm not giving you 2 first-round picks and a player for a 2-month player. And again, she's not going to be going to a championship contender. Because none of the championship contenders need a 2-goer.
No, literally the only team, if we sat here, we ain't got the time, y'all. But the only team is the Golden State Warriors. I'm like, you sent her there for Caitlin Thornton or something.
Look.
Because you already, that's not your Golden State. I'm waiting on Juju. But Arike, you can vibe out for 2 months. We let you walk. We don't need Caleb. We're tanking anyway. They're tanking anyway. Now I love what they're doing. I do love what doing. They show a tremendous fight out there. I like old girl be standing up. She shows passion as a coach, all of that. But I just feel like we got a whole bunch of 6 men on our team. You feel me? Them type of players on our team. Sure, give us Arike. We'll give you something you want, whatever. Do business, shake hands, cool. And then we drop Arike in the offseason. What? I don't want to re-sign her anyway. Just come over here and chuck up because we tanking anyway. That's the only team, though. That's the only team, but I do get your point of view. If it's any other team, I definitely get your point of view for sure. But man, crazy work. We'll see what happens. He says 0%. I'm at like 95, so
I got 0.
I'm interested.
She's not going nowhere, man. She's not going
I
nowhere.
cannot imagine them torturing Paige for the entire season like that.
Man, Paige got a concussion, man. Paige not even on our mind right now. Paige has a concussion. Paige good where she at. Paige chilling, man. Paige hanging out with Ozzy Fudd and all of them, man. Paige chilling, man. Paige chilling, man.
She was out 2 games, man. She was out 2 games. Why you acting like what's going on?
Look, if I'm the GM, I'm telling Paige, man, go ahead on, eat you some falafel wings and go hang out with Ezzy. Go finish paying Ezzy Fudd's restaurant bills, man. Go hang out with Gino. Go see if Gino need an assistant coach on the bench. And I'll see you next year. Like, we're gonna take care of this for you, Paige. We'll see you next year. Go help Gino out, man. Go. Gino might need a shooting coach, man. Go help Gino out.
This guy is funny, man. This guy is funny. All right, well,
man, you want to mess Arike up, man? You want to Arike is gonna mess Paige up, man. I see
That's why they need to get her out of there. That's all. Like, what are we talking about? That's why they need to get her out of there.
You don't play this right, Paige gonna want out. You don't play this right.
That's why they need to. You're making my point. That's why they gotta get her up out of there. Because Paige gonna want up out of there.
You ain't gonna get up out of there, though, Key. You not gonna get up out of there unless you want to attach a first round pick to Arike. And I don't think Dallas want to do that because Dallas got Paige and they want to build the future with Paige, so they need all their draft picks.
Man, look, all right. We'll see. We'll see. This is gonna be interesting.
Arike gonna be there at the end of the season, Key. Arike, the last game of the season, Arike gonna be on Dallas Wings roster, taking 20 shots in the last game.
I hate it. I'm gonna be pissed the entire time I'm watching them. I'll just be so pissed watching them, y'all. I'm like, there go Arike messing up another win. Like, but she did post when Marina asked for the trade and Connecticut said no. She was like, oh, that's crazy. If it was me, this would be me. And it was a video of the dude, he like a comedian, and he was just shooting up bricks. She was like, if I asked for a trade and they didn't let me get,
she living out her meme.
I know she is
out here living out her meme.
Yeah, I know she is. I mean, we're gonna see though. We're gonna see. Hilarious. Speaking of Arike 2.0, this is my girl though. I love me some KP. Let's talk about what's going on with the Sparks. Let's talk about what's going on with the Sparks. They're kind of off to a rough start. I don't know their record off the top of my head. Is they like 2-4 or something like that?
Sparks are 2-6.
2-6. Goddamn.
Yep.
No, I mean, yeah, I mean,
Sparks have the Sparks and they're basically tied for number 11. Connecticut just hasn't played another game yet.
Yeah, and it's like I've seen all their games. Did I get to see the Mercury one? Yes, I did. I've seen all their games, and you know what? They're not terrible. Well, they are terrible because they're 11. But what I'm trying to say is they're in games where
I was trying to hold that. My bad. I ain't want to. I was trying to hold that in. Yeah, that's the way that came off.
I said they're not terrible. Well, actually, they are terrible. But nah, this is jokes. But
let me find out you a Sparks fan. Talk about that.
Nah, definitely not a Sparks fan.
Terrible.
Definitely not a Sparks fan. But I mean, the games I've watched, it's like they be close games. And they're not closing them out. I don't even know. It's like they have a decent collection of players, but it's not coming together. It's a lot of teams to me with the same issue. I swear to God, y'all, it looked like a lot of these teams look like everybody was in a rush. Like they just found out, like, we got to close out our roster and just threw teams together. Like Dallas looked like that damn near. I mean, Chicago Sky, the Sparks, like it's quite a few teams that just threw some players on a team and it's not coming together for them. I think the way that they envisioned it, like obviously you got a De'Eric Hamby, you got KP, Baller, like you got some solid players, kind of solid rookie. You got Rakia and Ray Burrell out. So we'll see how they look when they get back. I don't know if it'll be that much better either way, but it just looked like they're not coming together. And I don't know what it is because the KP and Odyssey thing be confusing me sometimes. Them playing together, how Odyssey is playing like a 2 more than a 1, or they're trying to do it by committee. KP is being too ball dominant. I don't know. Then you got Azare at the 5, which like I get it. She's 6'6", so I get it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. What's your thoughts on them?
All I know is I just looked at the Sparks schedule. They're about to be key. The Sparks are about to be 4-10 by June. In the next 2 weeks, the Sparks will be 4-10. Cause guess who they got coming up? I'm gonna read it to you. So right now they're 2-6. I don't know. I'm not gonna say for sure they can beat Dallas and Golden State. I'm not gonna give that 100% win, right? Because they're playing just as bad as them. But let's say they just beat Dallas and Golden State, right? Because right now they got a better record. So we're gonna go off a record, right? That's okay. That puts you at 4-6. But then you got Aces at Aces, Lynx at Lynx. Then you got Seattle. Then you got Lynx at Lynx again. Then you got Chicago, Fever, Chicago, Liberty, Fever, Lynx. That's through July. So they might be by the end of July, by June 21st, they gonna be 4-10 or possibly 3-11 because they might lose one of them games to Dallas or the Valkyrie. But by the end of July, they could literally be like 6-20. Like it's bad. It's bad. They got a tough schedule. It's bad. And Cam Brink ain't supposed to come back till what, end of July, mid-July? By then, do you even let her come back?
Or do you say go ahead and make sure you healed for next season, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't get Paige like you wanted to anyway. So do you just vibe out and tank? You know what I mean? You still got Rickea Jackson, Cam Brink. You still got, KP for good measure. De'Erica Hamby, you possibly re-sign her. Bringing along Sarah Ashley Barker, I guess, and the other rookie, Sanaya Fagan. Do you tank? Do you just tank? Because we didn't get the number 1 pick like we wanted to anyway. And just go ahead and let that ACL heal. The longer you take to let it heal, the better off it is, So I'm kind of with you.
So ain't like you got a lot of meat around that knee bone.
Yeah, and you give her that off season, right? And she's gonna play in Unrivaled. She's playing in Unrivaled next year. So
let that be her. Let that be her comeback.
Yep, you need to bulk up. You need to, give her what you need to see from her. This is the type of offense we're gonna run. If you're that coach, just letting her know what things and skills she can work on, and go on and Unrivaled and work on that. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, for the people asking, because I do feel like it's important to report things with integrity, etc. No, Rickea is not pregnant. All of that stuff got debunked very quickly. It was some weird person just reporting on it. She said she don't even know that girl. That's not her friend. And then everybody kind of took a turn, and none of it is true. The coach also came out, not to say people don't do PR statements, but the coach came out and said she's an integral piece to the team, and they can't wait for her to come back. They let her take personal time off that she needed, and they're ready for her to come back. So yeah, that's that with Rickea, but she will be back next game. So I'm excited to see how she's inserted some more. We'll see when it comes to that. And I think Ray Burrell's only like a couple weeks in. I think she comes back in 6. I think she's only 2 weeks into that 6 weeks. But they gotta figure something out.
Ray Burrell come back in. Ray Burrell comes back beginning of August.
Ray Burrell comes back beginning of August. Okay. Damn.
So Ray Burrell will probably be back before the trade deadline, because the trade deadline is August 7th. So she'll be back probably like around that time. She'll be back around the trade deadline.
That's far. Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. You got all that going on. Yeah, I don't know. I see the vision. Like I get why people will feel like no, they shouldn't tank. And I'm not even saying that they would be purposefully tanking. That's not what we're saying. It's more so like if you already kind of see this not complete, the picture not complete, and why not rush Hamby back, but why rush not Hamby, Cameron, why rush Cameron back? I mean, I even spot minutes, but I don't think you really insert her until next year.
I mean, it's a tough situation though. You want Cam Brink to play because you want to see what you have in her,
right?
But yet,
I think
are you willing to rush her back for a season that might not end the way you wanted it to? So they're in a tough spot because you want to get Cameron Brink on the floor. So it's gonna be, if she do come back, I think it's gonna be on a minutes restriction.
Yeah,
and you know, I mean, because I do want to see her on the floor. I do want to see Cam Brink on the floor.
Yeah.
Because again, you don't want to wish injuries on nobody. I've had 2 ACL injuries, so I already know the rehab that goes into that. But they're in a tough situation because she's part of your future core with Rikia. So it's like, because they don't even know if Hamby's coming back next year because Hamby's a free agent. So it's like, do I protect my front court or do I feel she's good enough to get out there so I can get some footage?
Yeah.
They're in a tough spot. They're in a tough spot.
For sure. Great questions. I mean, we'll see how the Sparks pan out. I definitely think that I don't know how I feel about KP at the moment, to be honest with you, but it is what it is. They rocking with that for now. I don't think she's a good enough decision maker. She just plays. I love KP too, man, but sometimes she just doesn't take the smartest shot, do the smartest thing on the court. So.
And I want to say this: I've had 2 ACL surgeries my 8th grade year in junior high school and my sophomore year in high school. So, and it was like, so that's like 3 years apart. It isn't a year. It's a year before you get back to basketball shape, but the swelling is still there. The numbness is still there. Some days you wake up, you can't feel your leg. A lot of those symptoms are still there. It's a lot of muscle memory you got to keep rebuilding with rehab. The total rehab process is 2 years. You can get back to playing basketball in a year, but the total rehab process is 2 years. So what I'm saying is, with them knowing the total rehab process is 2 years, do you want her out there with knee swelling just so you can get footage? Because she's going to have knee swelling. I haven't talked to one player yet that's had an ACL surgery, and even 15 months in, they don't still got knee swelling from inflammation and all of that. Because again, they're removing tissue. They're not replacing it with anything. And some people that got ACL get so bad it's bone on bone.
Yeah.
So
I think you bring her back minute restrictions, like very little, and see what you got and keep it pushing from there. And then
she's not your normal big key. She plays the 4, the 5 sometimes, which Brinks is really a 4, even though she can play the 5 because of her height, but she's only 6'3", 6'4". But she's a athletic big. She's stretched the floor. She's a shot blocker. She's an athletic big. She's not like a slow-footed Bree Jones. Yeah. She's not like a Breon Jones type of player.
Yeah.
She's an athletic big. So that's going to even take her more time than it would a Breon Jones to get back to shape.
Yeah, we on the same page. We on the same page about it. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how the Sparks pan out. I'm interested to see for sure. Especially Rikia come back, Ray Burrell comes back, and then them inserting Cam. I'm interested to see how the team looks and what she wants them to look like. But let's get into another team on the menu, the Chicago Sky. We got the Chicago Sky up. Can Chicago turn the season around after a 2-4 start? What you think? I am so media.
June is so important for the Chicago Sky. And I'm going to say this. If Chicago Sky doesn't go 500 or better in June.
Is that their easiest month or something?
Yeah. Start playing HVL, Maddie, bench Sloot. Give her the clipboard. Bench E-Will. I mean, they need this month more. Chicago needs June more than anybody. I'm gonna be honest. Like, they need June more than any other team because of the aspirations we as fans had and the organization had in the offseason of being a playoff, making it to the playoffs. Angel Reese coming out with her statement in the offseason saying Chicago Sky is going to the playoffs. You need June almost as bad as probably because you got this is your June schedule. You got Fever, Liberty, Atlanta, Suns, Mystics, Mercury, Atlanta, Sparks, Valkyrie, Sparks, Lynx, Mystics, Dallas. You got Lynx twice, Atlanta, Lynx, Storm, Indiana Fever, Mystics, Valkyrie, Mercury, Mystics, Atlanta, Fever. I mean, that's their games up until August. So they got a tough 2 months, but they got some below 500 teams in June where if they can just beat them and get to 500 in June, they right back in the thick of things. So if I'm Tyler Marsh, look, man, something missing with him. I don't know. And Keith, I done played for 20 coaches. I done been around 1,000 coaches from AAU to the Nike to the Adidas circuit playing. Like I done been around so many coaches. I don't know. I'm racking my brain trying to figure out what Jeff P seen in Tyler Marsh. And I don't know what Tyler Marsh expects from this team. It's so confusing. Like, I don't know what this is about. Like I said, I think it was yesterday or the day before yesterday on my Building Blocks episode that I think HD brought it to my attention, and I'm probably on board with it now the more that I see the season play out. I think Jeff P actually wanted to hire Tanisha Wright, but he couldn't because she just came from a losing situation. Tyler Marsh is probably there off a technicality of Tanisha Wright's situation. Because it doesn't make sense. Because Key, I'm an Aces fan. I'm talking since age of rookie. I've been an Aces fan since Liz Cambridge was there. I was on Facebook at the time telling people we need to get off of Liz Cambridge because she was an asshole in the locker room. Like, and she was dirty, especially that play she had against Seattle. I wanted her gone then. Tyler Marsh has never been a focal point of the Las Vegas coaching staff. I've been asking people on Twitter, I've been asking people on Instagram and Facebook who've been going at me by Tyler Marsh. I've been telling them, find me the article where somebody mentioned Tyler Marsh was a guru and was going to be the next head coach of a team. Show me the article where he was a prodigy. Nobody ain't show me an article yet. I ain't see an article yet. All of a sudden, Chicago Sky hired him, and all of a sudden, he's supposed to be this coaching prodigy. When for 4 to 5 years, he was never even mentioned. There was Instagram posts of him working with Jackie Young them at practice. He was the developmental coach. That's what he's supposed to do. So this is what I need people to do, Key. So when HVL start playing good, I need everybody in the comment section who be hyping up Tyler Marsh because he unlocked Jackie Young. I need everybody when HVL start playing good, y'all better start campaigning for Aaron Johnson to get a head coaching job. Because he's Chicago Sky developmental coach. And he got pitchers working out with HVL. So he better get a head coaching job next. If we gonna go that route with everybody who work out with somebody and they get better, they need a head coaching job. We're gonna go that route. I don't see it, Key. This team got a lot of flaws. And again, it's a difference between a lot of developmental things that they can fix. This team has a lot of flaws that can't be fixed during the season. They don't have no identity. There's no direction. There's no clear leadership on this team. There's no clear developmental aspects to what they're doing with the young players. I'm lost for words, man. I don't know what the next move is here, but they have enough competent pieces to beat the bad teams with less than 500 records in June. And again, that's looking at it, that's 65% of their games in June is against below 500 teams. 65%. So I'm going to throw in, they might lose to one of those two teams that they play twice. Dallas might get them next time Paige is back, right? So we throw in 1 or 2 wins. You could go 500 and be right there in the 7-8 seed spot. But it starts with Tyler Marsh figuring out what offense he wants to run. I mean, because you can't go out there every day with a different offense.
Can Chicago Sky turn the season around with this 2-4 start? For me, it's honestly, y'all. I think everything Zoe said is valid. For sure. I think it's valid. I think he obviously makes points, and if they listen to that, then what he's saying the outcome would be is what it will be. However, me personally, I don't think they turn this season around because I don't think they're going to listen to what Zoe just said. Like, the Tanisha Wright thing is interesting for sure, as far as, maybe he wanted to hire her, but he ended up going with Tyler Marsh. For me personally, I don't think he wanted to hire Tanisha Wright as a head coach. I don't think that. I don't think he wanted to go the route of Teaspoon all over again. Not saying that they had the same personality. I don't think he wanted to hire another Black woman who was a player. Tanisha Wright was a player as well. I just don't think he wanted to go that route. I think it was easier for him to hire Tyler Marsh because of how he could manage him. That's my personal opinion. I think, but also he gets to still have Tanisha Wright on the bench, and she's not a head coach, so he still doesn't have to deal with her in that way per se. I'm not saying that they obviously don't have meetings, and I understand all of that, but dealing with a head coach and dealing with the assistant coach is 2 different things. So he gets to still have her basketball mind and all of that. But I think Tyler Marsh is perfect for how Jeff P wants a coach to be. I think that's just the reality of it. You can't have it both ways. You either have a fiery, passionate coach, etc., or you have somebody like him. You know what I'm saying? So I think he was just better. He just felt better about him and them collaborating. And it'd be like that sometimes. I do not think Tyler Marsh has it in him to coach this team well. Now, I do think we could make it to the playoffs based off of what you just said, which is there's worse teams. And as long as they stay, like we will, as long as they stay worse teams, we can sneak in there. Like literally, that is like where we're at with the Sky. To me, right now, I'm talking off the product I see right in front of me. If that turns around, I'm going to say will change. But what's in front of me is we sneak into the playoffs because everybody else just isn't good, like doesn't get better. You know, they don't trade. They don't this. You know what? Yeah, I'm bugging. It's 243 people in here. Hit the like button on both pages. It's 243, y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Seriously. Yeah, I just think that he's not going to coach them well enough, man, and he's not gonna manage the game properly. He's not gonna do the right subs. Him and Kia Nurse and Rachel Banham is in a poly relationship. So that's where I'm at with it. And I don't know. I'm vibes at this point, y'all. I'm just like, it's not gonna be good. And we just gotta vibe out, like, because I don't see him turning it around. Like you just said, though, you literally just said it. Like, you be watching him and you're just like, it's something missing, and it's that he don't know what that man do not know what he's doing. He doesn't know what he's doing, and it's okay because you was just probably supposed to be a player development coach, but somehow made it to the. Hey, people be lying, folks. I ain't saying he lied, but you've seen it out there in this world. You be looking at your manager and you're like, I literally could do your job. You're not good at your job, and you're my manager, and I could do your job. That's literally, I know Wakama's thinking that. Tanisha Wright, albeit wasn't the best coach, is probably thinking that too. They probably both sitting there like,
oh yeah,
wow, he's the head coach. I took my team, Nigeria, to the Olympics for the first time. And I'm sitting here watching this man put Kia Nurse back in the game. I've been lost my mind.
At Tulane, one of the best colleges in the country, you know.
And I'm watching him put Rachel Banham and HVL in at the same time. How they don't manage to lose their composure on that bench, I don't know. I'd break a clipboard if I was one of them. Like, dude, what are you doing? Like, why do you keep putting Rachel Banham and HVL in at the same time? It's stressful. It's just so stressful. But I don't know. I don't think they can turn it around personally, but I do think that they can sneak in there because other teams are. I think Valkyrie, they pack it in by the end of the season. I think Connecticut Sun, that's a done deal. How many teams do we need to be bad? 3 or 4?
We need 4 because it's 13 teams, right?
Yes, I believe so. Yes, it's 13.
So if we look at the schedule, let's see. If we look at the standings, yeah, you got 13 teams, so we need 5 teams to be bad.
To make the playoffs, we need 5 teams to be bad?
Yeah. So basically, we need. So right now, I'm gonna give you the standings right now. Lynx, Liberty, Dream, Aces, Mercury, Storm, Fever, Mystics. So basically, and we're right in the thick with Dallas, Connecticut, Sparks, and the Valkyrie. And the Mystics are a game ahead of us. So I mean, technically, we need 2. We need, like, realistically, we need the Mystics or the Fever to fall off. We need one of them to fall off. So we need 2 Mystics or the Fever, and I'll even throw the Storm in there because we'll see where they land. But I don't see the Storm having a bad record just because of who they have on the team, no matter what's going on in the locker room. I got them making the playoffs. They are locked. So
for sure.
Because we didn't again, remember we did our off-season predictions, Key. Nobody thought the Dream was be as good as they are.
Exactly. That was what I was about to say.
I forgot. That's on me though, Key. I forgot how good Alicia Gray and Brittany Griner actually is. I forgot how good Brittany Griner actually is. I forgot. So we was hoping on the Dream and the Mercury and us to be fighting for that 8 spot. That 7 and 8 spot. But the Dream, they looking better than the Fever and the Mercury. So it's gonna be up to the Fever and it might Keith. We just need the Fever to be bad.
Nah, okay. So look, all right. So because I seen there's one, I'll read it. I'm stealing it from one of y'all, and I kind of feel it. Okay, hold on. Just saw it. And so we had you got the Valks, you got Connecticut, those would definitely be bad. You got Dallas, and then you got the two iffy ones to me, possibly is Sparks and Washington. It's like Washington could pull something off. Washington could trade one of them bigs, get a solid piece back or something like that. Washington doesn't really have a, they need a PG. I don't know. But Washington is like, they're not terrible to me, like watching them play. So, but maybe Washington does have a worse record than us. And then does the Sparks get a worse record than us? Because those will be the 5 teams. Connecticut sold, I already know that. Valk sold, I already know that. Then you got Sparks, Washington, and Dallas. And Dallas is probably sold. So them 2 teams, Sparks and Mystics.
Key, we about to get to them. It ain't the Mystics. I think the Mystics is gonna be better than Chicago.
I think so too. I'm with you. That's why I'm saying those 2 are sticky. Fever, not come on, bro. Let's not even do that. Mind you, I don't think Fever's like this. Don't get me wrong, but I already know what's going on. They're not gonna make the playoffs. Let's be so serious. They're not gonna make the playoffs. So I mean, that's where I'm at with that. And then what we got? You said Seattle. No, it's not Seattle. So
I'm telling you, this is gonna be hard, man.
Or the Mystics. Sparks or the Mystics. If we want to sneak in there, the Sparks and the Mystics have to be better.
I mean, but I mean, we again, we got the same record as the Sparks right now. They got a tough schedule coming up. Chicago got a tough 2 months,
one, right?
I mean, look, at the beginning of the season, that's why I tell people all the time, you got to see these players play together first. Because sometimes some people are paper champions, and sometimes people fit well together. They were just in bad situations before. So sometimes you got to get 5 games in and see how these teams look. That Chicago getting that 5th, 6th seed, that's out the window.
Oh no, we gotta sneak in.
That is go. We
gotta sneak in.
Y'all can wrap that one up. Y'all can wrap that one up.
I think Camilla got to leave for a few too. She got to leave mid-season for like a few games. I think June 28th to something. I think
for that AmeriCup stuff.
Yeah, I think, or something like that. Not that like, she's like a, whatever, but I'm just saying, like, we're not 5th or 6th seed. Like, we're just not. So we are sneaking in, and that's why I'm saying Mystics have to be bad, or what you call it, got to be bad.
We're 8 seed team.
Mystics and Sparks. We are literally sneaking in there. It's kind of like what I don't know, y'all. I don't know. We got to sneak up in there, and that's just what it is. Turn it around is a strong word, though. Turn season around. I think we sneak into the playoffs possibly by the hair on our chin.
That's turning the season around, because right now we're not in the playoff picture.
Nobody in the playoff picture. It's the best tour, and tour is May. But
it's actually technically June, but we're gonna give you that.
Yeah, I mean, well, beginning of June, we're gonna see how these games in June play out, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe by All-Star break, we could really call it. We could say, okay. But then people come back from that break, and the second season is a whole different beat. The second half of the season is a whole different beast. I don't know, y'all. I don't know.
I mean, look, we 7-8 seed again. Mystics and Fever got the 7-8 seed, right? The 7-8 seed is achievable. Look, getting the 7 seed, Tyler Marsh needs to be coach of the year. Getting the 8 seed, Tyler Marsh should be fired. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if we can get the 8 seed after starting off bad, that lets you know it was Tyler Marsh's fault. We get the 8 seed, Tyler Marsh should be fired. We get the 7 seed, Tyler Marsh should be coach of the year. That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. That's my story, man. And
why she get coach of the year at 7 seed? You ain't explain that part. I need to understand that one.
Because it's so bad.
bad.
Look, this roster is so flawed and bad, and this start to the season has been so bad that he get the 7 seed. That's like getting the number 2 seed. For Chicago to get the 7 seed, that's like getting the number 2 seed. That's like getting the number 2 seed.
I already look on.
Just think about okay, Key. Do you think he's better than the Fever coach?
No.
Do you think he's better than the Mystics coach?
No.
Do you think he's better than Seattle coach?
No.
Do you think he's better than the Aces, the Liberty, or the Lynx coach?
I'm gonna actually help you out. The only coach I think he might have a slight on is the Dallas Wings coach. I don't think
so. For him to get to the 7th seed, that's an accomplishment.
No, man, you pissing me off. No. Accomplishment is crazy. If he gets to the 7th seed, it's not because of coaching. It's because literally there just had to be worse teams. And those teams were worse, not because of coaching necessarily. Sydney's a better coach than him. Like, go ahead.
But Keith, this is what I think a lot of people wasn't expecting. Last year, it had some bad teams. This year, man, your 7 seed might have a 500 record.
Like, Atlanta's just better than you thought. Phoenix is better than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah. These teams are better this year than they were last year. That should, matter of fact, the more we talk, Tyler Marsh should be fired, man. All of these teams, Jeff P. and Tyler Marsh should be fired, man.
Exactly.
You know what? Man, Chicago Sky ain't making no playoffs. Look here, man. They both should be fired. How all these teams get better and Chicago get worse?
At this point, Zoe is reading off the cue card that I wrote. Now he just said if we number 7 seed, Tyler Marsh should get coach of the year. Now he talking about y'all. I'm actually tell y'all what I said in my live the other day, and y'all not gonna like it. Y'all gonna hate me. Y'all gonna hate me, but and I don't wish this on Angel. I hope this don't happen. I hope I'm wrong. But this is my only evil. This is my evil plot, y'all. I'm cool with them not making it to the playoffs because I'm cool with Jeff and Tyler getting fired. They make it to the playoffs. Them dudes have a job for another year. And I do not trust them to construct the team properly. So I think they don't get fired if they make it. But I know that's something that they really want. The players want all of that. I'm not a traitor. Look, I want them fired because they're not good for this team and the young talent. They're not good. And if y'all want them here another year, you're going to go through another year of this. I'm telling you, you're going to go through another year of this. Poor roster construction, incomplete roster construction, and a nincompoop for a coach. Do you want that for another year? Man, that's tough. We got to go through 2 years of what is Tyler Marsh doing? Why is he subbing the hot hand out? All right. Look,
they can get the look. The Mystics is a young team, right? This is why I got hope for Chicago getting the 8 seed. The Mystics is a young team, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes young teams come out the gate and just surprise people because they come out playing super hard. And then once the season takes its course, the vets start showing up. The Aces take them serious. Seattle takes them serious. The Mercury take them serious because they positioning themselves for the actual playoff spot between that 2 and 4 seed, right? So they take the Mystics serious, and the Mystics drops a couple games, and Dallas sneaks in at the 8th spot. I mean, Chicago sneaks in at the 8th spot. But of course, this is all hypothetical because at the end of the day, Chicago gotta handle their business as well. And like I said, there's one thing in celebrating a win, but when you play basketball, there's a thing at understanding how you won. If I was a player on Chicago, all I'm doing with that game is letting that feed my hunger to win another game. But I'm not beating Dallas twice and saying we back in a good spot. I'm just using the Dallas wins to feed my hunger for more wins. Dallas is reeling. Then you beat them the second time without Paige. So yes, you celebrate the victory in its authenticity, but you don't take that as a leap forward. You use that win to feed the hunger of getting competent wins and going on a winning streak, beating some competent teams. Because Chicago is not going to make the playoffs by just beating bad teams. Chicago has, I think they came into the season with the 3rd, 4th toughest schedule. You're not making the playoffs just beating the bad teams because you don't got a lot of them on your schedule.
They gotta steal some games.
In the next month, you got the Aces twice, you got the Lynx 3 times, you got the Mercury 2 more times, and you got the Liberty 2 more times. Just in the next month.
They gotta steal some games. And who the hell they gonna steal a game from, right?
Man.
You
know gotta steal some games, man.
You gotta steal some games, and they gotta steal some games. So we'll see. I don't know who they're gonna steal some games from. We'll see. Maybe Seattle's one. It depends on when we play them. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, man. It's rough out here, y'all. It's rough. We'll see. I know, look, we're all Chicago Sky fans. We want to get to a championship. We just want to take different routes. So I know y'all don't be feeling me and what I be saying. But hey, it's my truth and I'm sticking to it. Man, Tyler Marsh is the struggle bus. And I just don't see him taking us to the motherland like they wanted him to. And as Zoe pointed out, yeah, I don't know who looked at him and was just like, yeah, like he's the key to unlocking everything. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Or whatever his system was. Huh?
It's not adding up.
It's not adding up at all. Or whatever his system was, it's like, bro, you don't have that roster. Like, what is going on? Like, what? This is the roster you have. You do not have any other roster. So I definitely don't get it. Like, it's crazy work. We're gonna hope for the best though. I mean, I'm not, if they make the playoffs, I'm not mad at it at all. I do not think Jeff P being the GM and Tyler Marsh being the coach is the best thing for this team and the young talent on this team. And I think you gotta, as a fan, viewer, however, analyzer of the game, more than wanting them to win, you got to ask yourself about the longevity of these players' career. And I care more about that than this. And winning does not mean like these players grow and their talent grows or that they make it. You know what I'm saying? Jeff P and Tyler Marsh here another year. And like Zoe said, like Tyler Marsh is every time he puts out on the court, he's running a different offense and he doesn't know what his teams are. He doesn't know what his starting 5 then his off the benches are. He's still just throwing ish at the wall and hoping it will stick. And we too many games in, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? We 6 games in. How you don't know, plus preseason, plus practice, what is your rotations? And what offense are you running? And what's the defensive scheme? And what do you want Ariel doing? And what do you want Angel doing? I mean, if y'all cool with Sloop running the team, by all means, because that's exactly what's going on. Sloop taking more shots than Ariel Atkins. Man, never thought I'd see the day.
Sloop got more minutes than Ariel Atkins.
Man, trying to break records, man. It's sickening. It's sickening. It's sickening. But hey, we'll see. We'll see. Speaking of wanting the Mystics to fall off, Kiki Irfin got a word. She said, y'all want us to fall off? Well, I'm out here rookie of the month. We ain't falling off no time soon because I'm out here balling and bodying these bigs. Rookie of the month. Yeah. Kiki Irfin on the verge of stardom out there with the Mystics. Brittany Sykes, Sonia Citron. But she's out there doing her thing, man. She's out there doing her thing. You want to know how Yueru, how Kiki Irfin is doing her thing? Because Kiki Irfin went there and she's starting. End of discussion. Kiki is starting. There's 3 other bigs on this team, and Kiki is at the 4. Big Mama Steph Dolson is at the 5, which is like whatever. And then you got Shakira Austin and Aaliyah Edward off the bench. You feel me? And he's sticking to Kiki Irfin. That coach is sticking to Kiki Irfin. So you know she out there balling. So she rightfully so got rookie of the month this month. What you got on this, Zoe?
I mean, look, man. Hey, shout out to Key. Look, Key, you already know. I ain't no fair weather fan when it come to Kiki. I was caping for her in college. Look, y'all who been around know me and Key had many battles about Kiki. Kiki was my fave. Kiki and Citron. That's why I'm glad they came on the same team. I like Paige, of course. I think Paige gonna ultimately be better than both of them, but Citron and Kiki was my favorites coming out of college this year. So I'm gonna always root for them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look, man. Kiki? Key. I don't know, Key. I don't know, Key. Key. And she not even their go-to. Sykes still taking both of the shots. Imagine if they actually formed the offense around Kiki. Kiki is scoring within the flow of the game. Because me, Showtime, and HD covered the game. Like in the second half against the Fever yesterday, they literally went away from Kiki. She took 2 shots. And still ended the game with, I think, 18 and 10. It's a 2. She went into halftime 7 for 9 and finished the game 8 for 11. Key. Okay, 20 and 9. Appreciate that. Look, my bad, Kiki. I was cheating you, man. My bad, Kiki. You had 20. Key. All I know is, let me think of the bigs who came out in the last 3 years. Who you got? Aaliyah Edwards, Angel Reese, Cam Brink, Camilla. Who else you got? Last 3 years. Who else you got?
Camilla. Are you counting Rakia?
No, Rakia Wing.
Okay. I'm trying to. My mind is Aaliyah Boston.
AB.
Yep, Dominique Malonga. We don't know what to do with Anissa.
Yeah, but Anissa, she's not with their category. She's not with their group. She got to show me something first. She gotta show me something first. But anyway, whoever else is out there that I forgot, I apologize. If they're your favorite player, put them in the chat. I apologize. But anyway, Kiki, right now, she want that smoke with all of them. Kiki want that smoke with every last one of them.
I love it.
She want Kiki, because we was covering the game and we was bragging on AB, right? Because AB was going off. And then all of a sudden, we forgot AB was on the court. Kiki started cooking. We forgot AB was on the court at one point because we was bragging on AB, saying AB looking good. AB out here taking the game over. All of a sudden, Kiki just turned it on, and it was a wrap. Kiki had 2 blocks. I think she had like about 5 rebounds just in that second quarter. And she was hitting baseline jump shots right outside, right inside the 3. Hey, Kiki want that smoke. Kiki,
I love it.
Look, that's what I'm. See, Key, I've been telling people this league has been watered down for 5 years. I love the talent that's about to come into the league, man. I love like all over the floor. 5 years ago, you just had a player here, a team here that you knew was going to win it. I'm telling you, Key, in the next 3 to 4 years, you ain't going to know who's going to win the championship every year. Because he's going to have talent littered. If they let these rookies grow and develop over the next 4 or 5 years, that's how this league is actually going to get to where it's going to get. Because you don't come into the season knowing who the top of the crop team is. You don't come into the season knowing who the best 10 players are. They got to go prove it. You got to update your resume every season. I'm telling you, if the WNBA is smart, let these rookies come in and develop, because some of them are ready to go. They just not getting opportunities. These next 4 to 5 classes could turn this into a juggernaut.
I know they will. I know what the hell. Come on, man. Yes, I already know they will. People be putting these rookies down, man. I'm like, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't. These rookies is it. Seriously. So, but I love what I'm seeing from her. That's what I was talking about in that one game. That's literally it. But I love what I'm seeing. She's like not scared of the moment. Straight up bodying people, you know what I'm saying? Outplaying the bigs. And as much as the WNBA is a bigs league, it's like, I will say, like, in this current year, like, if you just took out the rookies from the past 2 years, like, it's really not a lot of dominant bigs like that no more. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got Asia, you got Stewie and what you call it? Jonquil Jones. I'm talking about the 4 and the 5. And Ezzy and NECA. I'm not counting Natasha. I'm just not counting Natasha Howard. I'm just not doing that. I mean, AB cooking over there. I ain't gonna take that from her. She cooking over there. I can't count. Like, I ain't gonna say Brittany's not dominant per se, but I'm not counting her in that. Like, I'm talking about right now, just like prime years type of thing. Like, really still in their bag, still kind of. It's not a lot, and so yeah, I like that the angelreese, the Kiki Airfins coming in and showing up. FAT, yeah. Because it's just, as much as it's a bigs league, I just feel like it's not a lot of dominant ones. So I do like that they're showing up, like you said, and I hope that they continue to let them flesh it out. That's how we're gonna keep growing the league, though, and that's what I'm saying. Yeah, like they got to be okay with these rookies coming in and teams sucking, and kind of growing from that. Because the way Kiki's showing up, even Sonya's showing up poised. Paige is the number 1 pick for a reason. We know Paige, but like even the way she's showing up, like, come on, like y'all gotta give them a shot. Definitely curious to see more of the other rookies. I want to see more of Sanaya Rivers. As much as I don't know what's going on with Anissa, but I want to see what's going on with Anissa. Sanaya Fagan. I'd like to see what's going on with Sanaya Fagan. Y'all kept her on the roster. What's going on with her? So yeah, I mean, shout out to Kiki though. Shout out to her and what she's doing. She keep this momentum up. Hey, it's gonna be another power forward versus a point guard, combo guard. It'll be her versus Paige Bueckers, Paige Bueckers. Just like it was CC and Angel last year. So nobody expected the number 7 pick to give the number 1 pick a run for their money. So Kiki's number 3, but whatever. Kiki was 3, right?
Kiki, 4? No, Citron was 3. Kiki was number 6.
4. She was 6?
Kiki was 4. No, Georgia Moore was 6. Because remember, they had the top 6 picks. They had 3 of the top 6 picks.
Yeah.
So it was Citron, Kiki, and Georgia Moore was 6.
Either way.
Hey, man. I mean, look, right now, she rookie of the year. Right now.
Currently.
I mean, she number I think she top 25 in scoring. I think she actually number 25. Number 25 in scoring. She number 4 in rebounds.
That's actually what I'm so like. I'm loving to see. We were worried about that. Even you were worried. Like she ain't a rebounder. Like what's going on with that? Like she don't like to get gritty. Like it's weird. So you can. She just did not put the things I'm talking about. I was not talking about her skill set. I was literally talking about the dirty work that she wanted. Like I don't see it. And she literally just got on the Mystic. She rebounding, dirty work, strong arming.
and look, we know who the queen of rebounding is. And so far for the season, she got more defensive rebounds than Angel Reese. She averaged more defensive rebounds than Angel Reese. Angel Reese averaged more offensive rebounds than her, but she averages more defensive rebounds than Reese. I mean, her rebounding is surprising me. I didn't think she was going to be a glass cleaner like that. Because at USC, her glass cleaning was so inconsistent. Because, I mean, she was playing with Ryan Marshall and the other big coming off the bench. They play a lot of minutes together, too. And Gottlieb had her on the wing a lot, which is hard for you to go back and get a board. She had her on the wing a lot, guarding on the wing. But at Stanford, she was a good rebounder. She was a better rebounder at Stanford than USC to me. And a better defender at Stanford than at USC. So I feel like last year she wasn't her best self. Because the Kiki I see now is the Kiki I thought I was going to see at USC. It's weird.
No,
the Kiki I see now is the Kiki I thought was coming from Stanford to go to USC.
Yeah, facts. Like that's literally what I thought I was gonna see as well. It's definitely what I thought I was gonna see. So love to see it. Keep going. I think she will because I foresee him keeping it like that. Maybe they trade Shakira. Maybe they try to trade Steph. I don't know how much value Steph will have. I don't know if he keeps that rotation and says, F it, let's just finish out the season like that. Let me see what I got going on. La la la. I don't know. Because Shakira is playing decent off the bench. She can't guard. She cannot guard, but she's playing decent off the bench. Not going yay. Shakira's pretty decent off the bench. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
The coach, the crazy thing is we was watching that game. The Mystics could have actually beat the Fever. 2 things happened. He played Dawson too long. Dawson was getting burnt in the pick and roll. I don't know what he got with Dawson, but Shakira and Aaliyah Edwards was both playing. They were running the floor well. They were both playing good with Kiki. Dawson came in the game taking shots. And Brittany Sykes, she has been a godsend for them. I love the way she interacts with the rookies. She gets them going. But yesterday, she tried to do too much. Instead of saying, here, Rook, you got it going. We're going to get you the ball. Sometimes players like that, they look at the rookies and say, well, this is my team. Utilize the rookies when they got it going. That's what Brittany Sykes messed up at. And she's been a godsend for this team this year. But watching that game yesterday, Brittany Sykes took the ball out of Kiki's hand and tried to do it herself.
Yeah,
that's where the Fever took the lead at.
Correct. I watched it.
I was tied going into the fourth quarter at one point.
Yeah, I watched it.
Just turnover machine, bad shots, taking long threes. Like at fourth quarter was bad for Sykes.
Yeah. Then she went and made like 6 straight buckets, but it was like, I get it. And she kept the game close by doing it, but it was like, are we going to try to figure out any other offense? Then it was like, okay, she kept it close. Then they kept trying to do threes. They driving in and kicking it back out to Dawson. Dawson goes for a 3, doesn't make it. Like, come on, bro. I don't know why they did that. They could have won that for sure yesterday. When I was watching it, I don't know. So that's why I'm like, you know, what I was saying earlier, because I'm like, they be like, they struggling to close out games, but it's not like they be just losing or getting burnt or they don't be in it. They play hard. They play well. The coach is a decent coach. So, but we'll see. We'll see. Kiki gonna keep getting the burn though, so she for sure gonna stay in the running, I believe. And I believe he'll continue to utilize her properly. And depending on if they even make trades too, I believe he continues to go to her even more, depending on that as well. Who they keep and who they
I seen her against Aaliyah Boston. I want to see her against Angelreese, and I want to see her against Asia.
She played Asia already. You ain't watched that game?
No. Take that back. That wasn't a good game. No, that was a good game. Take that back. I want to see her against Angel Reese, and let me see who else is out there.
Yeah, she already went against Asia.
They played the Sparks yet?
Have they played the Sparks yet? I don't know if they played the Sparks. If they played the Sparks yet, I want to see her against Angel.
Against Hamby.
I want to see her against Angel. That's who I want to see her against. This box office. When they play them?
They played them.
Ooh, Fee. I would like Fee too.
Oh, against Fee? Yeah, I would like to see her against Fee. Yeah. They played them. They play Chicago. It's coming up. They play them on the 17th.
June.
Yeah. So they play them on the 17th. And they play them again on July 8th.
All right, let's cover that 17th one. Let's do that 17th one.
Yeah. So they got them 4 times. They got them 4 times this year.
Okay. I'm there on the I'm there for all them games, but like I definitely see her against Angel. I want to see her against
Angel. Not Key. Who you got in the matchup? Who you got? You got Key or Angel. And don't do that fanfare. We're not do. See, this is what we're not gonna do, Key. We're not about to do that fanfare stuff, man. Be honest. How you got the 4 matchups? Not like the one game. How you got the 4 matchups panning out? How you got the 4 matchups?
Okay, when you ask me who I got, what is it depending on?
Again, we're not going just the first game. All 4 games. Who do you got in the 4 games?
You saying who do I got? Like who do I got dominating all 4 matchups? Like that?
Yeah, between them. Yeah, between them.
Oh,
because they probably Kiki plays the 5 sometimes, but I'm pretty sure they'll be guarding against each other.
Yeah. Okay. And we're not like doing by numbers. We're just saying who
who gonna have the better performances.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you who I got, and I'm gonna tell you optics.
All right.
I got Angel Reese.
All right.
No fanfare. I got Angel Reese.
No fanfare. Okay, I like that. Yeah. I like that.
I'm going with my dog. I got Angel Reese. I'm going with my dog, right? I'm not going with fanfare. However, we have an incompetent coach. Man, it would have been perfect if Spoon was still our coach or just a competent coach, because Spoon used to be cognizant enough at least to be like, Angel, go get her. Like, go cut Rakia Water off. Go do this, do that. Tyler Marsh be sitting Angel, stuff like that. But I don't know. We'll see by then. But I got Angel Reese. Because here's why. I'm gonna tell you why. I got Angel Reese, because here's why. Although I know Kiki offensive performance, if you're gonna line it up, obviously looks better than Angel Reese's. Is, her skill set, and her coach is a better coach, so he's playing her in the way she needs to be played. I believe if Angel Reese is defending her, I believe that it will not be how it has been as of late against other teams. I believe defensively, Angel will wrap that up. Now, I'm not saying Kiki gonna get 0 points or something like that, but Angel was the one giving them fees and Brianna Stewart's and all of that problem. So essentially it's mirrors right now. But Angel at least has 1 year under her belt, unrivaled under her belt. I say Angel Reese wins the matchup, man. I'm sorry. I got Angel.
See, look, y'all don't know. Look, I am a competitive. I talk noise to the other coaches. I remember playing against teams and telling the coach, call a timeout, he can't guard me. Look, I love that. Y'all don't know how excited I am. That's why look, I'm gonna keep pushing this Kiki versus Angel Reese. Know why? Because it's better for the league. Correct. I need competitiveness. I need dog on dog. I'm better than you. No, you not. I'ma show you. Well, watch this. I need that in the league. So all year long, get ready for me. I'm pushing Angel Reese versus Kiki the entire season. Look, we need this.
I agree.
We need this. Like, I can't wait for AZ to get in the league. Because guess who I'm gonna be pushing next? AZ versus Pow Pow. I'm pushing. Look, we need these matchups, man. It's better for first of all, we content creators. It's better for us. First of all, that's not there. That's more content for me coming up. But it's just better for the overall viewership of just those who like competitive. We won't see dog versus dog. I won't see you line up, look me in the eye and say, I'm better than you. And I say, no, you're not. Watch this. Look, I'm excited, man. Look, I'm excited. I love what her and AB had going on yesterday. Again, the league, the league needs to understand those battles because they're better for the league. Sykes and Kelsey Mitchell forgot who everybody came to see. We came to see AB and Kiki battle. Sykes and Kelsey Mitchell decided we wanted to see them two shoot it out. We didn't come here to see y'all, Otis. We came here to see Kiki and AB battle. We didn't come here to see y'all. I hope these old guards, and they're not really old guards. I hope the vets start realizing some of the matchups that's going on around them.
But what you're to your point though, it don't take away from y'all though. I don't think y'all get it.
Exactly.
Because what happens is we just end up because that's what happened with Unrivaled. People are fans of other players now when they came to see a whole different player. So stop trying to, and you know, and authentically we see you do your thing, and so then we like, okay, yeah, Kiki did her, Kiki went off, but we seen Sykes like did her thing. Sykes was feeding her the ball, did her, all of this other stuff. So, I mean, I don't understand. What you're saying is absolutely correct. We came to see them. Let them shine, and we'll see y'all. I mean, it's 5-on-5. We're going to see y'all either way. So, I'm with you. And I love competitiveness, too. I love a competitive game. I don't like blowouts. I like the beefs. I like all of that. I like the going back and forth. You know what I'm saying? When
This is key. Everybody that's in the chat right now, what we're talking about, this is how real rivalries look and start. When you start looking around the league and you're like, I want to see them go up against each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how real matchups is supposed to look. Not all of the Twitter hating and all the name calling and you on this side, I'm on that side. We all love Kiki. We all love Angel Reese, but we love competitiveness and we want to see them go at it. This is how basketball is supposed to sound. All of you other people out there, I ain't even gonna say your name right now, but this is how basketball is supposed to sound on YouTube. It's just friendly, competitive competition between the lines. That's all basketball was really meant to be. I don't know how it got so far left, but matchups like this is going to bring that to the WNBA. And I don't think the WNBA has really honed in on that. They've had their matches up with like Stewie and Asia, but they didn't really capitalize on it. Like, you don't hear any, and Key, you can tell me if I'm lying. Maybe I've been missing it. You don't hear any good stories over the years of Asia and Fee. It's only the who should have won the MVP. You don't really hear the matchups. Like, you don't really hear the rivalry kind of conversation. I want to hear the rivalry. You know what I'm saying? I want to hear that. That's what I want to get to.
But you know the issue too. Let me get to this these super chats real quick.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pillow at night, I gave you everything I had.
Shout out to Angela Dawkins for the $5 super chat. If you're still in here, my bad, I didn't get to it for your $5 super chat. Thank you so much. Angel is her Go Chicago Sky. Shout out to Victory Taylor for this $1.99 super sticker. Israel for the $2 super chat say Key will pick AR versus Prime Jordan 1998. She biased. Israel, stop talking about yourself. We know you biased, but I mean, it's okay. It's okay if you biased, Israel. Stop talking about yourself like that. I don't like when you talk about yourself like that. But anyways, back to the topic.
You said Prime Jordan. God damn.
1988. She biased. Okay. Okay. People call me biased and y'all trying to hand MVP, man. Stop it. Come on now. Come on, man. But look, but what you said was a good point, right? Especially with them doing that matchup back to back. It's like, why y'all didn't? But I will say this too. Your point to these players coming in, because I think it's their fault too. Like, I think it's Stewie and Asia's fault too. Like, the players have to be a part of that. Yeah, like, yeah, y'all cool. We get it. And whatever. We don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's like wrestling. People still love wrestling. Y'all, wrestling still major. And we know it's fake. I don't watch it. But the people who love it know it's fake. And they still feel that same way. But I want to see that chirping. I love when I see that chirping. And I think Angel Reese plays into whatever you want to put her in. Yeah, I'll mess with you, Fee. But what's up? Like, what we doing? Kiki, yeah, you cool, but what we doing? Like, Angel plays into it. I hope Kiki plays into it too. I hope Kiki goes in there and is like, all right, bet. Like, let's do it. Let's battle. Right? Because this is somebody who's going to battle with you. Do not get me wrong. The bigs that she's gone up against, I'm not saying they don't battle per se, but it's a different. Angel be chirping, man. She's aggravating, man. So I can't. That's gonna be a good one. But who you got? You gonna ask me who I got? Who you got?
Hey, look, man. Look, man. Nah,
put it on wax.
Nah, hold on. I actually got Mystics going 3-1 against the Sky. So I'm gonna talk wins, then I'm gonna talk matchup. I actually got the Mystics going 3-1 against the Sky, but I got the opposite for Kiki versus Angel Reese, because again, like you said, Angel Reese got a year under her belt, and Angel Reese lives for those matchups. So she gonna teach Kiki something. I think next year Kiki gonna be ready for her. But Angel Reese has battled with Asia. She's battled with Fee. She's battled with, the Jacquels and the Stewies. So she's learned some of their tricks. So I think she's going to use some of those on Kiki. And she does have a year under her belt. But I do think the Mystics going to win 3-1 in that series. But I got Angel getting the better of her 3-1. But next year, Kiki going to be ready. Next year, Kiki going to be ready.
Yeah. So what he's saying is he got Reese as well. That's based to sum up what he said. He's putting it on wax. He got Angel Reese in the matchup as well. I'm excited to see it though. I'm excited to see it. I think that's gonna be a good matchup because I love what Kiki's doing, coming in, dominating the way she's dominating. But yeah, I think that's gonna be some good defense played on her, and I want to see how she navigates it. So we'll definitely see.
Hey, when the first game is, because I'm going live on my channel because I want to talk Norris during the game. I don't
June.
Call the game.
That's what I said. Let's cover it.
We going live over here for the actual game because I need to build this rivalry up on YouTube.
Yeah, we can do. Tell me today.
Hold on, let me look again.
And we can do it from Excuse the Takeover.
Yeah. It's gonna be a Excuse the Takeover exclusive episode, y'all. Hold on, let me get the schedule. They play June 17th. June 17th is a Tuesday.
Okay, bet. June 17th. Oh, okay. So it'll just be a day early.
Yeah, so we're gonna be doing, y'all. We got how many? 223 people in here. So June 17th, we're doing an exclusive Excuse the Takeover live from, let me see who arena we at. Let me see who arena we at.
And what time? Yeah, is it home or is it away? And what time is it?
Chicago's away. Live from Washington, D.C. We'll be doing an exclusive. And let me see what time they play.
Okay.
I don't know why we're back. I had it up. They play at 7:00 Central Time. So 6:00 your time.
Oh, good. Oh, that's
So we're doing an exclusive. Excuse the takeover. Pull up.
all right.
Get to some topics before the game. Cause we normally start around 5 anyway. So we'll get to some of these beautiful slides that y'all see before the game start. I'm pretty sure most of them will be this matchup heavy, but if some breaking news and stuff happens, we'll probably add those in there. But we're gonna be doing, our first live play-by-play from Excuse the Takeover, y'all. Let's get to it, man. I'm excited. I'm gonna be talking so much noise. Look, hey, get prepared. I know y'all like Angel, but Kiki dunk on her, I'm gonna go crazy, and then vice versa. Angel Reese, big body at Kiki, I'm gonna be like Kiki. You gotta get big. And look, I got that dog in me. That's why I like that's the key. That's why I love a lot of people the wrong way, because I got that dog in me. You can tell the dog in them in real life. You can tell. They chest out on YouTube, man. I ain't trying to hear none of that, man. Y'all niggas just be
hey, dunk on her is crazy. Where she dunk on her, I'm going crazy, and that's my dog, Angel, my dog. But she dunk on her, I'm losing my damn mind. So that would be hilarious. But yeah, y'all come through.
Kiki do need to get a dunk though, man. I do want to see Kiki get a dunk.
I want to see it too. I need to see that. Like, what's going on? I don't know honestly, these maybe not Kiki per se, but even like a dunk, like y'all too chill for. If I know I could dunk, coach is benching me because I want to tell you immediately I'm trying to dunk. Like, I don't get it. Dunk the ball. What are we doing? Kiki literally could come up off the dribble. She don't
look. She got a rebound yesterday against the Fever over AB, and I was like, God damn, Kiki can jump fast.
Yeah, like what's going on? She's athletic as hell, man. Like, dunk that damn ball off the fucking dribble, man. I gotta see that.
But she did put on weight since her freshman year when she was actually dunking. She did put on weight, but I seen her yesterday. Sometimes it just the athleticism just kind of come back sometimes. And you could tell in that split moment, she wasn't thinking. She was just going for the rebound. And she seen AB about to get it. She snagged it with one hand, like right to the other hand. I was like, God damn. She looked like she was in the NBA out there for a second.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Shout out to Kiki, man. Rookie. I know we didn't mention it, but Kiki did win Rookie of the Month. So shout out to Kiki, man.
Yeah. She's definitely in the front running right now. So let's see how this continues to pan out. We will be covering that first game. I'm very excited to see them match up. At this point, this is my excitement, y'all. My excitement is the matchups now, because that's all I got. We're not gonna see no great coaching, no great basketball movement. So my excitement
that's why I put it in two different categories. You got the matchup, then you got the win.
Yes. My excitement is matchups. Oh man, yeah, you know what? I'm excited to do this because y'all gonna get to actually see me probably lose my mind. Because y'all don't get to see me y'all don't get to see how I really am when I'm watching the game. Off screen, laptop closed, losing my mind when Tyler Marsh sits Angel when she's hot, or when something is going on, he sits her, whatever. Like, I think he sat her after the screen on AT. Like, what is going on, bro? Like, soon after that, he sat her. I'm like, this is when she get hyped. Know your personnel, y'all. Know your personnel. Let her stay in there and cook. Let her take herself out. Shout out to Brass Tax for the $2 super chat. He said Zoe and Key fly to DC to show and do the show live. Hey, one day.
One day, man. We're gonna get there one day.
Honestly, they need us. Them commentators are trash. So they low-key need us for real.
Big
so that's just the facts. But hey, another great episode 15 of Excuse the Takeover. Appreciate y'all so much for continuing to come through, support like y'all do. It's 212 of y'all. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button. If you're watching this on playback, hit the like button and leave a comment. Subscribe to the channels, both channels. We're gonna keep bringing this exclusive content. Like, where can you go? Y'all, let's be serious, y'all. Seriously. Where can you go? And we talked about Seattle in detail, Dallas, the Sparks, the Sky, Kiki, Jewel Lloyd. Come on. Where you going? And you sit down, get your little popcorn, and just sit and get to lay back and talk about all the topics in one episode that you kind of been brewing to talk about all week. Nowhere. You just don't get it nowhere, man. Entertainment, value, great discussion points. Nowhere else is giving y'all this good content. So keep coming through, keep supporting both pages. Like I said, subscribe to both pages, like, comment, all that good stuff. And make sure y'all check out memberships. All great, exclusive things that come with the memberships. And so y'all got to check that out. Appreciate everybody who sent in a super chat. Appreciate everybody who added value. And y'all know the most important thing to me, make sure y'all be safe out there. And we'll catch y'all on the next Excuse the Takeover. And we out of here, y'all.
Excuse the takeover, taking charge. Women's game front and center, living large. Hit that subscribe, stay tuned to the ride. We bringing the heat, never gonna hide. Analyzing chat, every stat, interact, breaking barriers. No cap, that's a fact. Leave a comment below, watch the growth unfold. Together we gon' make this story be told.